After Transmutations, I decided that I was going to pick up a movie that could be a hidden gem. So I picked up Bloodsong. It totally looks like it could be like a demon serial killer slasher flick. Look at that canvas with the face pushing out of it. Man, LaserDisc is the best. Let's take a look at the back though. Oh shit. Son of a bitch. This is Bloodsong. This movie starts off with a bang at a brothel in what looks like it's about to be a rape scene. Can I just get away from fucking rape scenes? Then we are whisked away to a character that we have not been given the name to yet, while he's furiously writing, and very much so pretending to play the piano, when an angry mob shows up to make him pay for his crime. You know what's the actual worst part? They're not even mad about the rape. They're upset about the fact that they think he's writing an evil musical symphony. Fucking priorities, I guess. So after the angry mob breaks in... Wait, did you see that? For real, go watch that scene again. That dude gently moves the statue they used to break in. That is some very cordial breaking and entering. Anyway, he switches the titles of the symphonies because, you know, that works. And then they burn the symphony and have him drawn in halved. They could only afford 2 horses, I guess. Now we cut to a nice stroll through the countryside with the niece of the man who was just killed. This is sometime later, obviously. But look at the names of the movie's producers. Did the Russian mob fund this film? Was this to launder money? Then the niece finally arrives into the town, and instantly her horses run into the town drunk. Oh, also, real quick, this movie is supposed to take place in France. It never really mentions it, just wanted to clear that out. Earl Hickey? After a quick conversation with Constable Earl, the niece ends up at her new chateau, where her maid, the one from earlier in the movie, has come to greet her. And she takes her for a tour of the house, and we see one of the rooms is bricked up with a lowercase t on it. Now we jump to our main character getting ready for bed when Jesus just starts bleeding. I mean, that's a good sign, right? That you should stay in the house. Oh, nope, we're just gonna gloss over that and pretend that never happened. Okay, no, that's the best response. Then she hires Mario and Luigi to knock out the wall, revealing the room her uncle used to write the Devil's Symphony, which we still don't know what the fuck it does, but hey, free ballroom. Play chopsticks. She randomly presses keys on the piano, worst password ever, and finds the Devil's Symphony, which isn't, called that because he switched the covers, but sure, let's just assume the hidden composition isn't the evil one. Fuck it. This will work out for the best, I'm sure. She instantly notices the symphony is unfinished somehow, and goes looking for the town composer, who also happens to be the town drunk. When she finds him, he's being whipped. Harder, Daddy. After hiring 99-cent store Liam Neeson, she brings him back to the chateau, where he plays some of his original pieces for her, and then plays a part of the Devil's Symphony. But then a bird crashes into the window. Oh, don't worry. It did it on purpose to get out of this movie. After we witness all these very normal happenings around the house, we learn that the composer is also the leader of the church choir, and then has a very interesting exchange with one of the people.
Did I hit the high note in my solo today?
Yes, it was splendid.
I wasn't flat?
His face says exactly what we're all thinking. Back at the chateau, it's revealed the maid has been in on the evil doings the whole time. But what we get to see is the sickest skateboarding skills ever. And now another brothel scene. Look, I'm all out of jokes for this, but you know what's going to happen. It rhymes with grape and herder. So after the brothel, we get another church scene with the composer leading the choir, and a statue in the background knowingly judging him. After church, we're now introduced to a new character, I guess. It's the niece's douchebag fiance, who does not like the composer at all. So I guess there's a goddamn love triangle in this movie now. After a very awkward dinner, the evil maid drugs the fiancé, but it doesn't kill him. Instead, it makes him do this. This movie makes me feel uncomfortable. But the composer comes to the rescue, which leads to, and I shit you not, a sword duel. The sword duel is then won by the composer after he becomes possessed by the evil Baron. But what happens after the duel is what I find the most strange. What the fuck is that? It's like, oh, you killed the man I love and was meant to wed? You know what? Fuck it. I love you now. Them's prison rules. Now we see that the composer learns that it's an evil symphony. But as he learns it, he again gets possessed by the spirit of the Baron. Which then leads to, well, you know what it's gonna lead to. I think you know as well as I do at this point. After this murder, Constable Earl finally has the composer where he wants him, but the evil maid knocks the constable out, and the composer whips the shit out of him. Harder, Daddy. Then the following day at the chateau, the constable comes to arrest the composer, but then doesn't. No sir, officer, you can't arrest me, even though you saw me steal that television. No sir, you cannot. That's not how the law works, dog. As nighttime falls at the chateau, the niece stumbles upon Rob Zombie filming a music video in her house, to which the members of the music video try to catch her, and she runs to the composer's room. But then, they go to check it out and find this. She hung herself. They never explained the Rob Zombie video shoot going on. Just this. This is it. So because the maid killed herself, she can now possess the niece, I guess. By Devil's Symphony, they mean make up any goddamn plot point you want symphony, apparently. So now the possessed niece gets the composer to finish the symphony, which for some reason also means murdering the girl from the church choir? You know, at this point, I honestly just assume this movie hates women. After the composer finishes the symphony, it breaks out into this weird house rave. And now, possessed composer and possessed niece have an extremely awkward sex scene. Does that count as incest? But weirdly enough, after the awkward sex, the niece is no longer possessed. He fucked the ghost right out of her. And now we get the slasher movie chase scene trope, which, to be honest, is the only time this horror movie has felt like a horror movie. Get ready for something amazing. See, isn't that fucking amazing? To kill himself, he just jumps into the fucking fire and then bursts into flame like his clothes are made from fucking gasoline. And no one tries to help him or pull him out of the fire to make him stand trial for his crimes. They're like, fuck it. Cleansing power of fire, I guess. Okay, so that's it, right? That's the end of the movie. It's gotta be. The possessed composer has died. But you'd be wrong, because now we have a zombie uncle.
You can't just have a zombie show up in your movie. It's like changing the host of your show and pretending nothing happened.
So then the niece lights the symphony on fire, which causes Uncle Zombie to die. The end. That's Bloodsong. If you want to watch a movie with excellent costumes, wonderful set pieces, and fairly decent performances, but with too much rape in it, then seek help.